What's up, Bender fam? Steven here from Trail Benders Overland. In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to replace your radiator support bracket in your 2009 to 2012 Ram 1500. This one's going to be a long one, and with that being said, grab your beverage of choice and let's get started. Pretty much what we're replacing is this whole metal piece right here. And with that, a lot of things are gonna be coming off. Also, there's gonna be two clips at the bottom of your grill that you're gonna need to be careful of. Mine are broken, but I'll show you here what I mean. And right here is those clips. Obviously mine's broken, but you're gonna need to take a screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, and kind of pry that out. Just be careful so you don't break it. So as you can see, there's a lot that needs to come off. I'm gonna start off with the hood latch and then work my way around. So on the hood latch, it's held on by two 10 mil bolts. Now that you got the hood latch off, we gotta unplug this wire because it's attached to this harness back here. Also, there's another 10 millimeter bolt. This should drop down. All I did was push down on this black tab and wiggled it around and it finally popped. So next I'm taking off the reservoir for the windshield wiper. It's gonna be 10 millimeter bolt here, 10 millimeter bolt here, and it looks as if it just sits down in this little groove right here. And this thing should just come right off those little clips. Yeah. We have a connector, some wiring right here that needs to come off. And it's a pain in the butt. There it goes. Just like that. So now I just pulled the hose away to give me a little bit more room to be able to set this thing down. Now I'm essentially doing the same thing for the coolant. 10 millimeter bolt there and a 10 millimeter bolt there, and then it's just held on in these tabs. The other one's down here. The way that we're doing this is to try to keep all the fluid into the radiator without having to take the radiator out and all that. So that's my goal. I don't know if I'm gonna really need to take that out or not, but we'll see when we get there. So there's that. This should just pop up and move this little hose down. I'm gonna attach from here and just set it off to the side. So next, we're gonna remove this, and it's held on by 10 millimeter bolt here, 10 millimeter bolt here. Now that that's off, there it goes. My fog light wiring harness is wrapped into the actual support bracket. So what I'm gonna need to do is just unhook the light and pull it through. Get that out of the way. There we go. So now we're just taking the clips from the harness and popping them out. Try to do your best to salvage these so you can put them back. So we're using needle nose pliers and two screwdrivers to try to help get this out. There we go. We got one left. There we go, finally. So next, pull the plug and pull the hose off. Your ambient air temperature sensor needs to come off too. All right, so next we're gonna unbolt the headlight. You have 10 millimeter bolt here, 10 millimeter bolt here. This one's busted up on top, so all I have to do is take this one out. So with the headlight, you're gonna have to take this bolt off as well. It's a 10mm bolt underneath by the tire. So you have another 10mm bolt up here, and you gotta remove your fender liner. So you're gonna have to remove your fender. You're gonna have to remove your fender inner liner in order to get to that bolt. She's a doozy. So this piece right here is holding the light in by 3 bolts, which is right here. 1, the other one was here, 2, and the third one was here, 3. So 1 on the bottom, 1 in the middle, 1 on the top. And that's why the other side is busted. I don't even have this piece, so I need to order one. So now we're gonna take the bolts off of here. There's gonna be 1 here, 1 there, and it's on the back side. This one doesn't have one, so I gotta take this one off. And by the way, these are 13mm. So we got 3 bolts here, 1, 2, 3. 2 bolts here, 1, 2, and then the radiator bolt there. And that will allow it to come off. Go behind here. You got your side?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta figure out a way to keep this up.
On top.
Hold on, there's still a clip here that needs to come off.
Yeah. And right here too.
Man. Oh, lift your side. Okay.
Bob.
So at this point, we're gonna have to remove the bumper. I don't know if you're gonna have to do it for a stock bumper, but the reason why we're gonna have to do that is because these are getting caught up between the bumper and the actual fender. And maybe you don't even have to do that. Maybe you can just take the bolts off of your top fender and it'll slide out. I don't know that. You'll have to diagnose that when you get to that point. But we're changing out our bumper anyways, so this is a good time to get the bumper off and put the new bumper on. So I'm gonna take this bumper off and then I'll see you guys in a minute.
Set it up?
Yep. Okay, so we noticed that it was busted here at this rivet, which is causing issues with the alignment of the plastic. And so if you look over here, this one is just lining up perfect, and as it should. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna drill this rivet out and place a, what was it?
Riv nut.
Riv nut, and put a washer so everything just sits nicely.
It's kind of fun being able to fix stuff, isn't it?
I know.
So the riv nut, this thing expands. The riv nut thread's on there, and when you squish it, it pulls it tight in the hole. So we just clearanced out the plastic so that the washer on the riv nut can go down in tight. So let's see how this works. If we can get that in there. I want to feel a nice tight. Yeah, we got it this time. Okay. There, you got a perfect thread. Now the next thing is to make a template.
For the washer?
We need to make a custom washer. If you're lucky, there's a nice face on there while you're working. You need to decide the thickness of the metal. It's amazing how many things are built based on what's available at the time. This is a little bit on the thick side, but it's about the thinnest that I have, and it's the right size. So. That thing,
It's nice inside.
it's thick enough to not deform, and it's stiff enough to spread the load over a lot more plastic than that one tiny little rivet, which is prone to cracking under any kind of stress. That's what the dog does. I don't think we need a washer because that thing's thick enough to be its own washer.
Yeah.
I can put a little drop of Loctite on there.
Keep it from vibrating out.
A little blue Loctite. It's on there tight.
So we just took the bumper off, and now we're gonna put the bracket in. So grab that side. So make sure that you grab these sensors from the old bracket and install them on the new bracket. And they go on the back side here, and they go right here. All right guys, so that is how you install and take out a radiator support bracket. I know I didn't film too much on putting it back. It's just we're losing out on daylight, but literally it's just reversing the steps that you already took to take it off. So it should be self-explanatory. Once you actually get it off, you'll already have your mindset of knowing where things are and things were, so it'll be easy for you guys to put it back on. The installation took probably around a good 3 hours. So it's not gonna be a fun job, but it was definitely needed. So for the actual headlight, I'm still missing the plastic piece that goes down, so I'm gonna try to pick that up tomorrow. That's why I have everything still off. And we're doing the bumper install, so that's why I took it off. At the end of the day, this job was a tough one. So good luck to you guys. If you guys have any questions about installing or taking it out, please hit me up in the comment section down below. Love to interact with you guys there. If you guys like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel, be part of the Bender fam. Also hit the notification bell because you'll be notified when we release new content on this truck. We also have an online store. You can shop TBO merch, phone cases, all that good stuff. And some of the products that we use are on our website. It's trailbendersoverland.com, and we greatly appreciate it. This is Steven from Trailbenders Overland. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.